My soldiers use the baths for recreation and recuperation. I'm sure they'll welcome you.
WTF Game Nation, what's up guys? This is Peanut Butter.
This is Toasted Butter. What's up, guys?
Hey, we're here coming at you. We're going to give you a comprehensive breakdown of how we combat the Leviathan Royal Pools encounter. First off, we're going to go over the base mechanics of the pool's encounter. The purple liquid that is on the floor will consistently damage and even kill you. There is an orb on each of the corner plates and at the center of the plate that will provide psionic protection for you. Psionic protection allows you to stand in the water, but only for a limited time. You will initially receive 50 stacks of psionic protection that will dwindle away while standing in the water. Standing outside of the water, such as on the concrete or pillar, will allow you to preserve those stacks. Once the encounter begins, the orb that's located on the middle plate will be the only one that will regenerate. So you will need to return to the middle to refresh your stacks of psionic protection.
Each corner of the map has a plate with an orb and a chain coming out of the pool. Your goal is to lower the chain on each corner of the map, thereby locking the chain. You will be able to tell how far the chain is lowered based on the white brick on the chain. Once the brick reaches the bottom of the chain, it will lock. The chain lowers by standing on the plate. However, since the plate is in the water, you will need psionic protection to be able to stand on it.
While you're standing on the plate, waves of enemies will come to attack you. Staying on top of the adds in the Royal Pools will make the difference between a smooth run and complete chaos. Consistent waves made up of 2 Scions and 1 Legionary will constantly spawn. Every second or third spawn will also bring forth a Bather, a large tanky enemy that spawns from the pools located directly in front of each plate. There is an order of priority to your ad control here. Bathers first, then Legionaries, then Scions. When the 2 Scions and Legionaries spawn from the sides, you'll want to kill the Legionary ASAP. He can kill extremely quickly with his shotgun, as well as with his Cabal frag detonator, more affectionately known as the Flapjack. The Flapjack grenade is deadly. That and a Scion punch, you're down for the count. For this reason, you want to kill him quick. The Bather spawns every second round of ad spawns. He will spawn at the top left and top right simultaneously, followed by the bottom left and the bottom right.
The encounter begins once every plate is jumped on at the same time. We start with 1 person on the middle plate and 1 person on each corner plate. The final person will be on the pillars next to the top right plate. They grab psionic protection before the encounter began and will be ready to relieve the person on the top right plate. You never want to leave your plate until your Bather has died. The teammate who is relieving you should be team-shotting the Bather with you the entire time, then you are relieved. The teammates on the top plates will be relieved first. The person from the middle will be heading to the top left. Team shot the Bather, then the teammates on the top leave the plate, run to the middle to refresh their psionic protection, and then we'll be heading to the bottom to relieve the teammate on the bottom plates. When you are in the middle, be sure to kill at least 1 enemy, but no more than 2. You want to be able to keep the middle room clear, but also want to make sure the rotation is fast enough for you to be able to team shot the Bather spawning on the bottom. Once you reach the bottom, help team shot the Bather, then relieve the teammate on the bottom plate, who will then refresh their stacks in the middle, killing at least 1 ad, no more than 2, jump up to the top, help team shot the Bather spawning from the top, and finally, be relieving the player at the top. This rotation will continue until every corner locks.
It is extremely important to stay on the plates at all times unless 2 things happen. Number 1, you're relieved by a teammate. Number 2, you run out of stacks of psionic protection. Staying on the plate allows for the chains to lock quicker, at which point the ads will stop spawning, causing less complications. If at any point you become overwhelmed, do not be afraid to pop your super. A Warlock with a Nova Bomb or a Hunter with a Golden Gun wearing a Celestial Nighthawk can easily take out a Bather, while a Sunbreaker can easily take out the Bather and surrounding enemies. One of the best ways to take out a Bather is to shoot a rocket as soon as his head appears. Throw a grenade and then continuously shoot him with your kinetic or energy weapon until he dies. Always treat a bather as a threat until he dies. On Prestige, when a bather dies, he drops an oil slick that will take away your stacks much more rapidly. This is why you want to kill your bather as soon as possible using the team shot technique.
Once every chain is locked, every fire team member should run to the middle to prepare for DPS. There are 9 lanterns you must destroy. 3 on the top left, 3 on the top right, and 3 on the back. For DPS, you want to break up into 2 teams, Team Left and Team Right. We start DPS with Team Left jumping in, standing on the middle plate to receive the Force of Will buff, and focusing fire with all remaining power ammo on the top left plate. You can also throw a grenade, and if you have a super remaining, use that on the bells as well. During this time, Team Right is focusing on ad control, starting with any leftover ads, making sure Scions cannot throw anyone into the air, and Legionaries won't kill any of the fire team doing DPS. A bather will spawn one at a time from each of the lantern sections. Teammates should call whatever side the bather spawns from, and immediately team shot until dead. When the top left lamps are down, left team should jump out and begin ad control, while the right team jumps in to finish DPS on the right side. Once the right side is complete, everyone can jump in to destroy the last lamps on the back, using the last of their power ammo, any super, or grenades. This DPS strat will be very beneficial once the Royal Pools Challenge comes around.
Once again, guys, thank you for joining us through this comprehensive breakdown of the Leviathan Royal Pools encounter. If you have any comments or you'd like to see any videos in the future, please leave them in the comment section. Click that like button, and don't forget to smash the subscription button. Go ahead and select the bell while you're at it. That way you're notified anytime we come out with new content. Once again, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. WTF Game Nation, pound for pound, the best community on Twitch and YouTube.